Hi there, my name is Imtiaz Ahmad from JobReadyProgrammer.com, where I teach over 100,000 students software development. This is not a programming tutorial. I actually want to talk about a topic that may be considered a bit controversial. I get asked this question all the time, so I figured I'd create a video on this. And this has to do with job applicants, fresh graduates that graduate with a computer science degree or computer engineering degree, and they're looking for jobs, and they go to these job postings, and it says 2 years of experience required, even for an entry-level position. Right? How does that work? I get this question asked a lot. So students wonder whether they should apply or should they not. Even though it's an entry-level position that requires 2 years of experience, should they apply? And my answer is always absolutely, you should apply. All right? The reason is that recruiters want to get the cream of the crop. So sometimes they put more qualifications, and the reality is it's an entry-level position. No senior developer is going to apply to that because obviously senior developers have higher salary requirements. And so it's an entry-level position. They're not going to tell you to send a spaceship to Mars the next day you show up to work. That's not how it works, okay? So sometimes the job postings are also exaggerated. So definitely go ahead and apply. So there are two types of candidates. Unfortunately, that's just how it works. And you want to try to be more like one of them, and I'm going to explain to you. Candidate A, job applicant A, is going to look at the job role that it's an entry-level job. They just graduated college, it's an entry-level job, and it requires 2 years of experience. They're going to look at that job description and think to themselves, should I apply? You know, it requires 2 years of experience. I don't have 2 years of real-world experience. So you know what? I don't know if I get the interview. If I get the interview, I get to the job, I may just get fired. I'm not even going to apply, okay? Whereas candidate B is going to look at that job description and they're going to think to themselves, how could I best fit this job description, okay? They're going to be more open-boxed about this whole approach, right? They're going to be more creative. They're going to think, in a more creative way to fit themselves, filter through some of the noise, and get that resume in front of the recruiter as well as the hiring manager and get the interview, okay? So candidate B might look at the job description. They may think to themselves, okay, you know what? This does require 2 years of real-world practical experience, which I don't have. But wait a minute, I did really well on my data structures algorithms course. I learned a couple of programming languages. I developed my own website. I helped one of my uncle's friends build a database for his clinic. So you know what? Even though I don't have 2 years of real-world corporate America experience, I have been programming for 3-4 years. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply. These are the candidates that are successful. Let me tell you, the overwhelming majority of successful graduates that land entry-level jobs in a timely manner are those that are candidate B types. Okay, so don't be like candidate A and fall victim to the imposter syndrome. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up. Wikipedia has a great entry on that. Don't fall victim to the imposter syndrome. Be more like candidate B, okay? And we can all do that. We can all be aggressive in our approach because you're going to be competing with your peers as a fresh graduate. And the ones that are aggressive are the ones that are going to catch the opportunities. If you get the interview and you pass the interview, you are qualified. Don't be afraid to go to that interview. And if you pass the interview, you show up to work the next day, that's when the rubber meets the road, so to speak. And you can prove to everyone how hardworking you are. That's where you have to work the weekends, the nights, and that's how you take off a career, all right? So don't undersell yourself. Oversell yourself if you have to, okay? It's better to oversell yourself than to undersell yourself and not even have the opportunity, okay? So definitely be more like candidate B. If this was helpful, you can hopefully like the video. If you have any questions, you can email me at imtiaz@jobreadyprogrammer.com. If you have comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.